Hello, everybody, and welcome to Let's Talk About It, where you have your host, Keisha Bailey, and my other host, April Bailey. How's everybody doing? And I want to say thank you for allowing us in your homes this morning and allowing us into your lives. Hope everyone is doing well. And hello, and welcome to Let's Talk About It, where we keep it real. Today's topic. Hi, April. Good to see you this morning, my beautiful sister.
How right back you? At you.
All right. I like the rocket chair, sis. You know what? Maybe I should get one because I noticed when we're taping, I'm always rocking back and forth. I think I might have to get a rocket chair as well.
Wow. This thing is so old, Key. This is so old. And I've had to fix it a couple of times. A couple of the sticks came off. That's why you see that it looks like that.
That's fine. There's nothing like renovation, sweetheart. If we can recycle, we can renovate.
Absolutely.
Okay, so today, my topic, well, some of it, because like I say and always will say, the show is called Let's Talk About It. So sometimes I can be here, there, all over the place because I like to talk, we like to talk, and we like to talk about everything. And when I say keeping it real, is because whatever's on our mind, whether it's what's going on in society or not, or just, in general. So I got to put my spectacles on. So I'm going to talk about manifesting. Mm-hmm. Manifesting or the practice of thinking aspirational thoughts with the purpose of making them real. Okay, so today I'm going to ask you, April, or do you manifest anything? And would you say that speaking something into existence is in sync with manifestation?
Oh, absolutely. There's a thing called The Secret, right? In this book, The Secret, it talks about the law of attraction. And yes, everything is about that. What you think and feel, yes, you can definitely pull it into existence. It has happened to me down to like a teapot I wanted. I've been thinking, man, I really need a teapot. And man, I'll go into like some thrifty place or some consignment place, and there's the exact same pot that I've been thinking about that I wanted. It's right there. So yes, definitely, that is definitely, manifestation is definitely real in my life. Mm-hmm.
So right now, my manifesting right now is to get closer to God, which I have been practicing in my heart and my mind and my entire soul, and which is in reality really happening. As far as my morning power prayer group, as far as me taking more time out of the day to pray, as far as me maintaining my thoughts, because sometimes people don't realize you can just think something that's inappropriate. You understand what I'm saying?
So absolutely.
So absolutely. I'm manifesting and thinking when a situation go bad, just not switching it, but redirecting it to positivity. Does that make sense? Redirecting to positivity. So I'm manifesting on that. And I'm also manifesting on my adoption with Jordan to getting him into a better environment and a larger place. So that's definitely in the making, and that's coming into reality as well. Now, somebody asked me, I was supposed to, when I come up with something, because apparently I had a conversation with a girlfriend or a friend or just someone in passing. So when I mentioned about the manifestation, the manifesting subject I was going to talk about, they were like, oh yeah, because I was wondering if you could manifest an ex. So apparently she broke up with her ex or broke up with her partner, and she was like, is it possible to manifest a relationship with a specific person into existence? So it is not possible to manifest a relationship with a specific person if this person is not in the same vibrational alignment. So in other words, you can't manifest a man or a woman or whatever tickles your fancy to be in a relationship with you, because at the end of the day, when it comes to stuff like that, love and relationships, it takes two, and you both have to be on the same page. You can't just love somebody and want to manifest them into loving you. There's no hocus pocus with manifesting. You know what I'm saying? They have to love you. You have to love them. It has to be mutual. So to answer her question, I know she's going to watch. To answer her question, there it is. So unfortunately, no, you can't manifest a relationship with a specific person. No, that can't be done. Now, if you want to manifest other things in your life to, make your life better or more creative or expands or happiness or the God, that's something different. Am I right, April?
I mean, yeah, but at the same time, we got to remember, when some people take their own will, because, when we talk about the law of attraction, that's like spirituality and God putting things that you want, right? And sometimes when you take your own will instead of the will of God and you put those things there, oh, she can manifest it there, all right. She can manifest it right there and be going crazy and be in a crazy situation until God allows her to get out. So that thing can just work like any type of way, that manifestation can come with her own will, and bringing it in instead of getting away with God already put out of there, because she doesn't want to fall to God's will. So yeah, that thing can go both ways.
Be careful what you wish for, because you can manifest or get or whatever the case may be. But when you do something like that, you got to put in, I hope he don't do this, and I hope they got to put in all those extra side effects things, because you have to be careful what you wish for, because you can manifest. I see where you're coming from, but then you can get a psychopath, a sociopath, a narcissistic person, abusive man, so you still be careful what you wish for. So I think it's just safer and more honest and more Godful and spiritual when you want to manifest something to benefit yourself and your wishes and your goals and your religion, I say.
But when you talked about her manifestation, you were talking about a past person, correct?
As far as her with the ex,
she's trying to manifest something that was in her past before bring it back, right?
Her ex,
so that's definitely
back. And move on. I mean, you don't want to tell somebody basically what to do. You understand what I'm saying? But when they ask you your opinion, then they're opening up for your opinion, and they're opening up for your constructive criticism, your feedback, whatever it is you're going to kick to them. You feel me? So with that being said, I mean, you act. So I feel like, let it go. If it was meant to be, let fate take care of that. You understand what I'm saying? But you can't, like some women go to what's that thing, the botanical, and they say, I'm going to the botanical to get this to burn and so, because I'm going to make him, he going to love me and leave this one. And, if you want to dance with the devil, just beware that the devil is coming back to rob you for something too. You get nothing free from Lucifer, bottom line.
That's crazy, because, to know that a woman would go that far to do that is really sick.
It really
is. Reality. Yeah, the reality is that they do.
They do. I mean, when I listen to some people, like some of the beliefs that they have and how far they'll go to hold on to a relationship where it's so unfortunate that the man already expressed to you in so many ways that he just don't want to be there. He just don't want this to happen. And then when they start going into their pocketbooks and that don't work, and they start doing this, and they start doing that don't work. And I feel like, they got to learn the lesson that the more you keep trying to go behind something that's saying no, the less they're going to respect you. Because in a relationship with me, respect me first. Because once you respect me, you're going to love me. You understand what I'm saying? So you can't, like you said, you just can't, I don't know, the chain of thought, the brain is something else is all I'm going to say. Because some of the things that these people do is not only women, these people do that to hold on to a relationship that's not mutual with the feelings and the love and this and that. It's very, 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 very overwhelming for me. Not overwhelming, that's too aggressive a word. It's very surprising to me.
Yeah, and the other thing about that is too, when you're in the realm of Christianity and even Islam, there's an order, there's a righteous order to get married. There's a spouse that is for you religiously, that God has laid out the rulings and everything about the type of person that you should be meeting. And what you should be doing. So people who, are not really spiritually guided, they tend to do all type of crazy things. And you just mentioned some of them, right? So you would even manifest something crazy because you're in that crazy part of your life. You're not really worshiping, you're just living in all type of ways. So you would manifest that kind of energy, whereas somebody who's God conscious, and I'm not trying to get on a whole religious thing, but when God is in your life, you just don't do certain things that, other people do. So you wouldn't be even a victim of that crazy manifestation, because the spirit will have to get that away from you anyway. You wouldn't even have to worry about, magnifying something like that back to you, because the spirit wants you to be so happy and be with something so good, so to resonate that negative energy back is just something spiritually that God doesn't do.
Exactly. And then I'm glad, like the spiritual thing, and that's so true. Like you don't have to. A lot of people say, "Oh, well, just because I gotta go to." I mean, your church is your home. You're the church when you go to church. I'm going to Lisa's church. It's not Lisa's church. It's God's church, or it's God's house of worship, or whatever.
Right.
So with that
Mhm.
being said, like as long as you, when I say spiritual too as well, as long as you believe in believe in God or whatever, believe in God and doing to others as you want others to do unto you, and you just a good person in general. You don't have to go sit in church every Sunday and say your prayers to God. You just like you said, just spiritually, just having a spiritual soul or just a spiritual in general, just acknowledging the fact that somebody built this world and God did this, and you understand what I'm saying. And
Mhm.
I think it would lead you to manifesting a relationship that's healthy for you. As per se, if something don't go right, you run to do something to make it go right. Let God do it. So I agree with that as well. I don't believe in manifesting. But now if you in a healthy relationship with your husband and we're married, so there's nothing wrong with manifesting that our marriage lasts long. You know what I'm saying? I believe that because it's already
Mhm.
sacred. You know what I mean? But on the other
Mhm.
hand, I'm just one for manifesting to get closer to God, manifesting for my life to expand and to, grow and have my goals that I want to meet, manifest on the goals that I have written down in my little journal and, so on and so forth.
In your bucket list.
And my bucket list. Yes. So manifesting is a healthy thing. And that book that you mentioned, The Secret, the excellent book. I read it about maybe 10 years ago.
Mhm.
It came out about 15 years ago. I think I read it about 10 years ago. Very good book. Very good book to speak
Yes,
into existence. And I'm going to
I
say
agree.
positively. Very good. I really enjoyed the book. I forgot the author, but very good book. Very good
Mhm.
book.
Yes.
So
Yes.
yes. So my manifestations right now is to get closer to God. And I'm speaking into existence and I'm thinking it and feeling it in my heart. And I'm going to bring it into reality. And another thing I want to say that I'm manifesting is patience. And I've been, and the patience has been coming in with me so well, being that I'm doing Lent and I'm, doing what I'm doing as far as Lent is concerned. I'm learning to have a lot of patience as well, which I'm so proud of myself at. Because sometimes we all get impatient. And welcome to my 50s. I get,
Right.
but I'm
Right.
getting it and it's getting better. And I thank you, God, for that.
Mhm.
So the next thing I wanted to touch on real quick was see it, speak it. And when I say
Mm.
see it, speak it, I went to visit. This was actually before COVID. I went to visit a friend of mine's in a hospital, and the person I went to see was horizontal of another patient. And so the nurse came in there she had to do with the patient. And the patient was a little grumpy or whatever, but she's ill. So you're not going to be in the hospital and be like, oh, hi. You understand? They're poking you every 5 minutes for blood. You're in the deep sleep. They come to get blood pressure, take your blood pressure. It could get a little bit get a little bit annoying. So as a nurse, I feel like you should be trained to have patience, as we just said, for this patient. And, try to redirect the attitude of that, whatever. Oh, well, I don't have to come in here to do nothing for you. Well, you know what? I can just go back out to you. Just nasty to the patient. So I was sitting into who I was visiting. I was like, you know what? I'm seeing this. I'm going to speak on it. It didn't have anything to do with who I was visiting, but I think it was inappropriate. And professionally speaking, if you're there to do what you're doing, then I think that you should do it appropriately. You're supposed to be trained to deal with these personalities. Like they're sick. You know what, Miss So and so? What we gonna say, Miss Davis? Miss Davis, I know you're probably having a bad day. It's okay. Well, how would you like me to do it? And then first of all, when she came in, she didn't even introduce herself to the patient and say what she was gonna do to her either. You have to introduce yourself to the person, to the patient, and say, I'm here and what I'm going to be doing to you. You don't want to just come and start grabbing you and pulling you and moving stuff around. You don't know what's going on.
Mhm.
So I went to the nursing station and I spoke about it. And they said, you know what, that's a good thing you did. They said, you see it, you speak it. So I'm just saying, like, when you're in situations, do you think it's okay to see it and speak it? Or would you turn your cheek the other way and be like, you know what, well, that's not my business. I'm here to see this person. Or that's not my business. Or what would you do, April, in the situation?
No, no, I really am not a person who believes in and just walking away from something. But I believe that as we get older, we get a better etiquette in the way that we do things. And so, like you mentioned, when you went to the nurse's station and you said, no, excuse me, whatever, there's a way to do that. And that's the professional way that you did it. Now you could have been, you could have spoke to her and been real negative, and it could have really electrified into something, horrible. But because you are better and you into that 50s thing, it gives you a whole different, realm of thinking, like, what, let me just go find a head nurse and, just give her a heads up about this. And there's no disrespect to you either, the person who was ignorant, but I just feel like that was inappropriate. And yeah, so there's definitely ways that you can handle something.
Because a couple of years back, 20 years, or maybe we're going to say 10 or a little bit long, but yeah, I would be like, hey, don't you got a mother or grandmother? Why are you doing that? And so you're right. Welcome to my 50s and me having the knowledge that I have now and knowing how to do things by protocol, and not making a scene. I took it to the nurse's station discreetly.
Mm-hmm. Mm-hmm. And not only that, like the person I know from 30 years ago, it might have been a scrap in the hospital. Like it might have been some real knockout wigs off all of that. You know what I mean?
Okay.
So you see the growth. And when I know that I've grown too is like even when I'm driving, right? And somebody will do something so stupid and I won't react. And I'm like, God, this is you right now. And I thank you because I've really grown me, because I'll be all out the window, back in the old day, I'd be all out the window. Yeah. And all that road rage. And so, that's when I know like things are really getting better. And yeah, so it's definitely, that's the way you got to handle things, and you can speak out, but you don't have to be ignorant.
Exactly. And welcome to my 50s too, because you're right. The road rage, I would have given it. Now when I'm driving, I'm content. Like, you in a rush, go ahead.
Right.
You go ahead, because
absolutely
I'm my time. I'm not gonna do the stress and the road rage and give myself an aneurysm. I'm serious.
Mm-hmm.
Or give myself a stroke or go crazy, because you can really blow your blood pressure like you're blowing a fuse. Like,
Mm-hmm.
So now, you're right. A lot of things change when we had this conversation, but a lot of things do change. But funny you said wig. The Tina Turner, Tina on Broadway. I think her name is Iris Groves. Well, Iris Groves, the young woman that's playing Tina Turner. I think it's the understudy. But anyway, a performance about a week ago, she was on the the dance on Rolling with the River. Everybody know that famous flapper dance, shingy dress dance that Tina did, and then Angela Bassett did, and now she's doing on Broadway. Because Angela Bassett rocked it too, baby. Angela Bassett, I love you. So anyway, when she was doing her thing, well, I don't know how she didn't feel it, because I saw the wig go from here to here. I saw it slide back. So she did So she did it. The wig fell on the ground on the stage, but homegirl snatched that wig right up and said, "Whoop!" and threw it backstage. It was part of the act. So I gotta give her kudos. I commend her so much, because she did. When I say she played it all, she scooped out and said, rock, do, 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 bow, bow. But she had her hair up in a nice little ponytail. That's what I'm saying. Ladies, when we wear our little wigs and our hairpieces and stuff, let me tell you what the move is. Cornrow your hair. Go get somebody to cornrow your hair going back nice, and put a little ponytail back there. And when that wig come up, you got your hair braided back nice and cute. It don't even matter. But she had a ponytail up there. But she was cute though.
Man, I thank God for a scarf. I thank God for this scarf that I have, this hijab, because I don't have to worry
about no wig coming up. I'm trying to tell you. Get the cornrows. It's cute, ladies. I'm just saying, for the record, it's cute. And if the wig come off, your hair's cornrow back nicely. That's all I gotta say. But she did a great job by playing it off. She really did.
Right. And like, that takes professionalism as well.
It does.
Because she could have just lost that whole thing with the wig. Like, okay, go.
She really could have been like, oh my, and froze. And things happen. Beyonce took a trip or flipping on the stair, and they picked her up and she kept going. When you're an entertainer, as per we are, or you're just talking like what we do, it's not an easy thing. It takes a lot of confidence. It takes a lot of self-esteem. It takes a lot of being a people person. It takes a lot of acknowledging different cultures, You understand what I'm saying? So
Yes, absolutely.
it's not an
Absolutely.
easy thing. It really isn't. It's not an easy thing.
And that's what I was telling you the other day when we were talking. We love people, but you have to know how to put everything where it's supposed to be.
And
You know what I
perspective.
mean? And like you just said, you just hit on so many things. Confidence, you have to know what you're doing. You have to know the different cultures. You have to be a people person to know people, to know how to
That's
work around
right.
people. It's so important. And, as much as we want to, we want to, comfort all of our people when they need us. That's just not always business-like or the
Exactly.
professional way,
Exactly. Exactly.
so
And that's
yeah.
just the fact. So manifest your dreams, manifest your thoughts, manifest whatever you want to happen for you in life. Manifest it. Manifestation is very good, very healthy, and bring it to
Yes.
reality. Speak it into existence. Pray
Hmm.
on it, manifest it. There's nothing wrong with that.
Hmm.
You see something, speak on it. There's nothing wrong with that. Each one teach one. And with all of that being said, thanks everyone for joining us today. April, is there anything else you would like to say?
No.
Well, everyone have a beautiful day, and thanks for coming. Thanks for watching. Let's talk about it. And don't forget, I keep saying that Facebook thing, girl, if I don't make that page. Or anyway, Instagram, you can just, in the search bar, you can put Keisha Bailey in and let's talk about it. It'll come up. It's a few Keisha Bailey. I have a few pages, but you're looking for let's talk about it, of course. So Keisha Bailey, let's talk about it. You would hit on that one. And put your comments, your thoughts. Just let us know how you feel. And we love you all. And
We
thanks.
sure do, guys.
Yes. And everyone have a beautiful rest of the day, afternoon, evening. Bye.
See you guys.
Bye.
Bye, Key.
Bye, sweetie. I love you.